Ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining.
There is power in the word of the Lord. There is power in the word of the Lord. There is power in the word of the Lord. I have seen the lame rise and walk. I have seen the sick get healed. I have seen the poor get rich. I have seen the barren sing for joy. There is power in the blood of the Lamb. I have seen the mountains move. I have seen situations change. I have seen the rivers get dry. There is power in the word of the Lord. There is power in the word of the Lord.
Happy Sunday. Happy
There is
Sunday.
power in the word of the
Share
Lord.
as you join.
There is power in
Yeah,
the
share as you
word
join.
of the Lord. There is power in the word of the Lord.
There is power in the word of the Lord.
lame rise and walk. I have seen the sick get healed. I have seen the poor get rich. I have seen the barren sing for joy. There is power in the blood of the Lamb.
Sing.
have seen the mountains move.
Thank you.
I have seen.
Thank you very much. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining. Happy Sunday. God bless you all. God bless you all. Yeah. Yeah. So we've seen all the news coming around from the paid newspapers from La Republique. Okay. All those newspapers are paid newspapers. The same like La Republique has one party, CPGM. It's the same thing. They have one newspaper. So they just pay them to write any kind of jargons. Okay, no investigation. They don't even know what is going on in the US legal system. Okay, they don't know nothing. They are good at just writing any kind of thing and just putting in a newspaper there. Okay, ask any of those newspapers if they have any correspondent in America, or if CRTV has correspondent in America like CNN. That has correspondents that they can call. Oh, yes, I'm in America. I'm now in the, like in the, or in the court, or I'm here now. I'm trying to follow up. I'm doing some interviews. They don't have none of that. Okay. I'm a journalist. Journalists, the only thing that makes a journalist work credible is a source of information. Once your source is wrong, the information is wrong. Okay. When you read those local newspapers, try to look at the sources where they have their information from. Okay, most of them just take some dirty things around and put in those newspapers there and sell because they want to make money. Then La Republique now is sponsoring them because they know that they don't have the choice. Okay, La Republique has intentionally make people broke. They have intentionally make companies broke. Okay, sometimes they do it intentionally to make the people now succumb. Okay, that's a strategy that La Republique has used ever since. Anyone that want to be somehow going up, they'll pull you down. Either levy some heavy taxes on you, or what they call colle motive. It means that they just look for anything that they can attach to you and pull you down. That's how bad that government is. So when you see newspapers coming around, they are talking all those things. Look at this one. U.S. begin arrests of authors of terror and act and all those things. They never even know what you see. They don't even know what all these people, most of them will be released. I think one has been released already. Okay. America is not like their kangaroo court there. It's not like that. The judicial system here is very, very screwed. And don't be surprised, all this thing that it's a local court. This thing has nothing to do with higher echelons of the legal system. It has nothing to do with that. So that is why you hear from the people themselves, like the popular guy. He called himself, I think it's Success. I think Success is the one. Listen to Success. He said those ministers should not take credit, and it's true, because this thing is just American court system trying to pursue their own citizen. All these guys are American citizens. Like, probably should not say they are Cameroonian. They are not Cameroonian. They are Southern Cameroonian and American. So take note, they are not Cameroon citizens. So they should not be saying that, like the newspaper is saying here. It has nothing to do with American or with, okay, this has nothing to do with Cameroon. Yes, because Cameroon is a perpetrator. And most of these guys will be found not guilty, because most of these things are, I think that were reported to the United States government or the court system. So they just took it like that. Okay, they just took it like that. The first cases that were taken by that Salai law firm, remember, Tapang Ivo gave a counter lawsuit. That's a good thing with American system. Okay, like the Naira 10 day like that. They have to sue Cameroon government. Cameroon government knows once they release those guys, there's what we call counter lawsuit. There's a counter lawsuit, so don't feel that you can take somebody and just go and jail like that. You remember when they jail La Piro de Mbanga? The United Nations passed something, I think UNICEF or UNESCO. Cameroon government paid La Piro de Mbanga almost 200 million. They had to kill him. They had to inject that guy slow poison because of the anger of the money that they paid to him. So this thing is not anywhere soon. Okay, the legal system doesn't finish as you think. Okay, even the war of the Second World War, they are still holding Germany today. When did the Second World War end? It ended since 1945. Since then, they are still holding Germany today. Poland, of recent, they asked Germany to keep paying their reparation. That Germany stopped paying reparations. That's how the legal system is. So don't be rushing to conclusions when it comes to legal system. There is lawsuit and there is counter lawsuit. Okay, and La Republic think that they can go away with that. They cannot go away with that. They cannot. All the Naira 10, everybody that is in La Republic John Don, illegally arrested for no crime, nothing, no proof of any evidence. They have not even put them in front of any jurisdiction, any law court. They went and tried them in a military court. Where have you seen it? Like in America, for example, they'll carry these guys and go and be tried in a military court. Sometimes some of you need to ask yourself, is this government doing the right thing? That the government that some of you are claiming to support. How can you carry civilians, go and try them in a military court? I think this is something that we have to start looking critically, because when you keep talking of that they have arrested kingpins and this, La Republic is the highest kingpin criminals. The criminals of that government are the ones that are trying to hide behind any opportunity that they can hide. But they don't know that the American government takes their time to investigate stuff. They think that they can go free. Those people, those La Republic government officials that were given a visa ban, they are only waiting for them to enter America. They'll arrest all of them. They'll arrest all of them. So they think that they can go free when they are doing all these manipulations. None of them will go free. Yes. You heard what one Francophone activist was saying. But let's listen to Kongo. He has something to say. Let's listen there. We'll scrutinize some of his things that he's saying.
Dear Cameroonians, my name is Success Nkongo, and please take note of everything I'm about to say now. And I take full responsibility of what I shall say today, the 2nd day of December, 2022. Number 1. The arrest of those 3 Ambazonian kidnappers in the United States of America by the FBI was not done or facilitated by Minister Felix Mbayu, Minister Paul Atanganji, and the Secretary General of the Presidency of the Republic, Mr. Ferdinand Ngongo. as some of them have started boasting already. It is not also through the help of Barrister Emmanuel Nsalai that some of those who are arrested and many more to come happened. Yes, Barrister Nsalai is a patriotic Cameroonian and a lover of one Cameroon who have labored so much for peace to return to the Anglophone regions. But he contributed absolutely nothing and did not file any complaints to the FBI against those three arrested. I challenge Barrister Nsalai Emmanuel to provide the petition or complaint that he filed to the FBI concerning these three guys who were arrested in the United States of America. No such thing exists. I speak authoritatively on this. Barrister Nsalai might be an honest patriot, but on this particular matter, hear me clearly. He is being used by Minister Mbayu Felix, Minister Tanganji, and Mr. Ferdinand Ngongo for their political propaganda and financial gains. The government of Cameroon pays Mr. Nsalai almost 200 million CFA every year to fight Ambazonians in the US legally. And they want to justify the money. That is why they are lying to us that Mr. Nsalai did the job through the influence of Mr. Mbayu, Ferdinand Ngongo, and Atanganji, which is a high-level crime syndicate in Cameroon. They want to lie to the President of the Republic again that they are working hard and to have him increase the annual pay of Mr. Nsalai Emmanuel so they can collect and share it as usual. So I have to tell you this so you have to know, because you have to know the truth. Have this in mind. Mr. Nsalai or no government official contributed in the arrest of those guys in America. Quote me anywhere, anytime. I will tell you exactly how this happened, and I speak authoritatively. The U.S. Embassy in Yaoundé did the job, period. The U.S. Embassy in Yaoundé did the job, period. The U.S. Embassy are the complainants, and I will tell you exactly when that happened and why. Listen carefully. Before the kidnapping of late Kadmatumi, the U.S. Embassy in Yaoundé were investigating, and they are still in.
So you have heard Success in Kongo is saying about that. Sorry, I think when I was speaking, my voice was not going through. I don't know what happened, but I realized that my voice was not going, and all along I was speaking. But what I was saying is that the U.S. legal system doesn't work like a banana republic. Okay, there's a due process in anything. Okay, they'll follow up. They'll know that this person has been treated this way. This person is this. So they know. Okay. Why do you think they have embassies abroad? Every country has embassies. That's the work of the embassy. The embassy do their investigation. The embassy has there's a general there, there's a colonel, there's a major. All these people are there. They are doing their investigation. There's FBI there. So don't think that FBI is only in America here. There's FBI in all the embassies. So they know what they are looking for. They know what is happening in Cameroon. They know what is happening in Ambazonia. It's not like Pobigna is going to tell them their story. No. They do their investigation. So you think that when the US ambassador is traveling to Bamenda, it's not going there for a leisure trip. It's not going there. If you hear that the US ambassador is traveling to a particular area, he's going there for something purposeful. He's not going there to have fun. Okay, they are there for that. That's the work of the embassy. So they are the one who carried out anything that they want to carry. Their findings. So the American government is the one trying to do their thing. Okay, but that has nothing to do with stopping the struggle, or that they are not in favor of the struggle, as some of these guys are trying to claim. Oh, it's a terrorist activity, this and other thing. Who is a terrorist? If you want to classify terrorism, who is a terrorist between La Republic government officials and our own people? When you come to somebody's land, attack that person, you are calling that person terrorist. You, the occupier. I think we have to start understanding how the international community works. Okay? We need justice. We need peace. We need to make sure that our land remains our land. We need our identity. Who doesn't have an identity? Someone who come to your land trying to do what we call the scorched earth policy. Want to clean all our people, kill our people, gruesome killing, genocide in our land. Then they still want to come and arrest our own people for what is not their own problem. The war was not declared by them. We did not declare any war. It's a self-determination. That is a human right. It's a human right. Okay? We have to understand to demarcate these things. Okay? I will play this so you see what this guy is saying, because it's just crazy that let me first of all finish with what Success Kongo is trying to say there.
Investigating some government officials, including the president of the republic. And they wanted to arrest some of these government officials, which I will give you their names and why. But they needed the approval of France to do so. Before France gave the approval, Cardinal Tumi was kidnapped by the Ambazonians. And it annoyed a certain female diplomat who was the second in command at the U.S. Embassy in Yaoundé, who doubles as the chargé d'affaires because she is a dedicated Catholic. Before, the U.S. used to love and sympathize with Ambazonians, and they wanted to help them. But the kidnapping of Cardinal Tumi changed their mindset based on the report that their embassy sent to Washington, D.C. So instead to arrest the government officials that they wanted to arrest, they decided to file a report and open an investigation against Ambazonians, beginning with those who kidnapped Cardinal Tumi. That is why on the report of the Justice Department of America, Cardinal Tumi's name appears as one of the victims of kidnap. So, Barrister Nsala Emmanuel, Minister Mbayu Felix, Minister Atanganji, and Mr. Ferdinand Ngongo did not do the job. The U.S. Embassy in Yaoundé, through the lady who was the chargé d'affaires then, did the job. I wouldn't want to mention her name, and have in mind that everything I am telling you here can be verified. So Minister Mbayu and his syndicate of executive criminals should stop bringing Mr. Nsala on the national television to lie to Cameroonians. The second thing I want to tell you is that the American...
I want to you know, Success Kongo is the one that has been working with these ministers. I want you to understand this first, okay? He has been working with these ministers, so he knows them very well, okay? If he's calling them criminals, it means that he has seen how they are doing their manipulation up there in Yaoundé, okay? All these names that he's calling is the people that he worked with. Remember, Success Kongo was one of the architects of the arrest of the Naira 10 and the arrest of the other 47 guys in Taraba and Calabar. And even, you remember Nambere, General Nambere, the former general. Success Kongo did everything. But you remember, he was not being paid. You saw what he wrote on the social media about his money that was not being paid by the prime minister. So, because he has been betrayed, he has become now an asset for information that we did not know. We did not know about all this information. So, that is how this kind of thing works. When you deal business with some people and they betray you, the business is disrupted. Now he's revealing everything, all the people that he worked with. Oh, so this story is, I believe in this story because he was part of them. All these ministers, all these people, he was working with them to make sure that he bring back our refugees from Nigeria back to Cameroon. So he knows them. You know, even he worked with my country people. He worked with all these people. Okay. But now that he went to Nigeria, his money has not been paid. So he become now the sellout. Okay. So Success Kongo is revealing a lot of information. That's why I want us to listen, because it's something that you know, there are a lot of things that have been revealed that we do not know. I do not know most of these things. Take a listen.
Americans have confided in me that all Ambazonian leaders who have committed war crimes and incite violence, committed crimes against humanity, involved in kidnapping, burning down of schools, hospitals, churches, and stripping school children naked, burying people alive, etc., who live in the US, Europe, Asia, ground zero, ground one, or ground whatever, or around the world, they shall be arrested soon. The name of those who might escape the arrest of the United States of America are people like Mark Barretta and people who have openly challenged crimes in the midst of their struggle for independence. Ayabacho Lucas, for instance, I was told, has a traveling ban to the US, and that if he goes to America now, he shall be arrested immediately. Eric Tato, Chris Ano, Tapang, Capo Daniel Akwanga, Benedict Kwa, Efang No Pity, Sagat, Ten Kobo, and many others in that line of thought and in that actions would all be arrested by the United States of America. This is a credible information. And have in mind that the US are not fighting against the independence agenda of Ambazonians. Neither are they after Ambazonian fighters or activists.
Southern Cameroon. Southern Cameroon. This is Southern Cameroon. The salvation.
He is a man of God, prophesying.
They say, ah, what is happening? 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 This is Southern Cameroon. You know Southern Cameroon, Abi? This is number 4, Southern Cameroon. They say Southern Cameroon, is it Ambazonia? Is it this? Is it that? I don't know. They just tell us. Southern Cameroon, salvation. Southern Cameroon. There's going to be a 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 Southern Cameroon.
That's a prophecy.
Yes. Yes. There's going to be a Southern Cameroon. There's going to be a Southern Cameroon. God said there will be a Southern Cameroon. God said there will be a Southern Cameroon.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I believe,
you,
man of God.
Spirit. God said there will be a Southern
I believe you,
Cameroon.
man of God.
People say there's no Southern Cameroon. There's God said. It's not me. It's not me who say. God said there will be a Southern Cameroon.
Okay.
There will be. God
It's
said
not him
so.
saying, it's
I'm
God.
not the one who said it. God said there will be a Southern Cameroon. There will be a Southern Cameroon. Nobody, you cannot stop it. You cannot stop it. It cannot be stopped. And Southern Cameroon
You can't
is
stop
going
it.
to be the glory of Cameroon. In the history. In the history. In history. Southern
Okay.
Cameroon will be the glory. It's going to be the glory. There will be. God said there will be. Thank you, Holy Spirit. God said there will be. There will be. God said there will be. But what is
Very
what is to
soon,
be done?
man of God, very soon they'll come
What is
and
to be
arrest you that you are saying that Ambazonia will have their independence.
Yes. There's going to be what is to be done. At this time, the Spirit of the Lord, God is saying there's enablement.
The Spirit of the Lord is saying to you, it's not you saying it.
Is it that?
There's enablement.
I don't know. They just tell us. Southern Cameroon, salvation. Southern Cameroon. There's going to be a Southern Cameroon.
Salvation.
There's going to be a
Salvation.
Southern Cameroon. There's going to be a Southern Cameroon. There's going to be a Southern Cameroon. Yes.
There's going to be a Southern
going to
Cameroon.
be a Southern Cameroon. There's going to be a Southern Cameroon. God said there will be a Southern Cameroon. God said there will be a Southern Cameroon. Yes. Thank you, Holy Spirit. God said there will be a Southern Cameroon. People say there's no Southern Cameroon. There's God said. It's not me. It's not me who say. God said there will be a Southern Cameroon. There will be. God said so. I'm not the one who said it.
It's not you, man of God.
God
So
said there will
don't
be
be
a
worried.
Southern Cameroon. There will be a Southern Cameroon.
You're not the one
Nobody-
saying.
You cannot stop it.
You're not the
You
one
cannot
saying.
stop it. It cannot be stopped. And Southern Cameroon is going to be the glory of Cameroon
Man of God say you cannot stop it.
in the history.
You cannot be stopped.
In the history. In history. Southern Cameroon will be the glory. It's going to be the glory. There will be. God said there will be. Thank you, Holy Spirit.
I like that last point.
God said there will be.
That Southern
There will
Cameroon is
be.
going to be the glory of La Republic.
God said there will be. Yes. What is to be done? What is to be done?
That will be.
Yes. There's going to be what is to be done. At this time,
What is to be done?
the
There will
Spirit
be.
of the Lord, God is saying there's enablement. Enablement.
Right.
The train can no more be stopped. The train, God says, is behind the train. You think, you see evil, you see this, you don't see God.
It's a train that cannot more be
Sometimes-
stopped.
Evil. Sometimes you see evil. You see some
Man of God, I don't get some holy wine. I will give you may you drink. Thank you, Master. Thank you for that message. This struggle is ordained by God. Okay. Yes, there are some people who are trying to destroy the struggle. There are people who are committing types of crimes, but there are people who are focused in this struggle. So they should not put everybody in one basket or in one box. No. There are people who want to see Boya, okay, that do not care about all these side discussions. If you are focused, you will not be care about what is happening by the side, all those things. You only look ahead. Okay? Stay focused. There are little hitches that are going to be happening around, and La Republic is taking advantage of these little talks around to distract our people from the main goal. The pressure is coming. Okay? The pressure is coming. La Republic cannot survive this one. They told him, these lawsuit that La Republic is claiming like that is a start of, man, look at this, this thing, let me play that, listen.
The issue on the Anglophone piece, I won't go into detail on that. I think the article plus the video this morning did a very good job of explaining the history of how it got to the point where we are today. In October of 2017, when it came kind of to a head, the Anglophone states said we want to actually form our own state, the Ambazonia state. There have been issues there with atrocities, issues with allegations of law of war issues, and this is something that brings all this to a head. Over the last several months or so, the State Department has put on hold several security force assistance programs. So right before the election in October, I, with the ambassador, went and paid a visit with President Biya, and we had a very direct conversation with him with regards to investigation of these atrocities, transparency of these atrocities, and appropriate battlefield behavior. Since that time, the State Department has made a decision not to allocate significant money, but at the same time, they've released some money that's been on hold to things like Scan Eagle and Cessna aircraft that assist in the Boko Haram fight in the north. We still have programs that we continue with them, all kind of small engagements as well as exercises. We talked about the state partnership program with Nebraska. We put that on hold, and in conjunction with the ambassador, AFRICOM, we decided not to pursue that because it wouldn't have been a good place for that particular group to be, so we put a halt to that. So the bottom line is right now in Cameroon, they have been a good partner with us counterterrorism-wise, but you can't neglect the fact that they have there are alleged atrocities and what's going on there. And so we continue to take our cues from the State Department and from the ambassador, and our level of engagement will continue, but not get out ahead of what the State Department would say is if we have to take other actions. We were very emphatic with President Biya that the behavior of his troops, the lack of transparency, could have a significant impact on our ability to work with them.
great.
Wow. Okay. I hope that we have gotten this little phrase. I've summarized a lot of things. This is the U.S. State Department General, that they cut ties with La Republic because of the atrocities that the troops are committed in Ambazonia. Okay. The only support that they were giving to them is the support in to fight Boko Haram in the north. They cut that ties with La Republic because of the atrocities that Biya's military is causing in Ambazonia. That should be clear. Another point that I get from here is that the people of Ambazonia want to have their independence. That is clear. So whatever America can do, they are not denying our independence. You people should know that you have to demarcate that with atrocities. It has nothing to do with our independence. They are investigating crimes. That is normal in any war. There are always investigation of crimes. This is not the first war. Even Germany, since when the Second World War ended, Poland is still asking Germany for their reparations. So this is not about whatever. You see, even after the war finishes, they will still be investigating crimes. Or everybody that has been touched, everybody, every family, you will come with your different lawsuits. That's how it is. Okay. Then they'll set up a kind of commission of inquiry to follow up all crimes that were committed during the war. So this is not like a new thing. It's a normal thing during war or after war. Okay. Even though we have the international court that deals with senior level officials like ICJ, ICC, we already filed complaint to ICC and they already took it. So our case is already in ICC, International Court of Justice, and the International Criminal Court. Okay. One court deals with individuals. The other court deals with government. So both of them have accepted our case already because there were real evidence of crimes committed by La Republique government and La Republique soldiers. So it's not even only about the United States. While the United States is doing their part in their investigation, the other organizations that are also there, you see, they are also sending out information to the International Court of Justice and all those because crimes are committed. Okay, some people say crimes are committed on both sides, but most of the crimes that our people have been killed. Our people have been killed by La Republique government, by La Republique soldiers. All the genocide that has been committed by La Republique. So why should we, first of all, base our facts on people that they say they took ransom or they took this or they took that? Those are the little nitty-gritties of the matter. Okay, the real henchmen, like Success Kongo was saying there. I was saying maybe my speaker got off. Success Kongo played a role with these people. These are people that Success Kongo work with. Okay, he worked with them, so he know them. But now they did not pay his money. So he's saying that these are the people that he worked with. He knows them up front. He knows all these ministers. Success Kongo work with them. Okay, during that when he was trying to take our refugees from Nigeria to La Republique, he played that role. You remember he wrote a letter that the Prime Minister did not pay his money. That is how La Republique is. Like when La Republique sees that they have used you to a certain level, they dump you. That's how it is. That's how the government works. The government is very good at that. So if you tell me that let me go and work in that La Republique government, I will never go and work there. I will never work there because I've worked in a private company as a director. I've dealt with all those senior officials there. I know how they are corrupt, how corrupt they are. It's a corrupt kind of environment to be in. Very, very corrupt. That is what we want to change. We don't want that in Ambazonia. Okay? You saw all these guys that had militias. Atanganji boys. When we call Atanganji boys, what were they doing? They were the one, when they go and commit crimes, they say, oh, it's Amber boys. That's what they do. They'll go to this city, they commit crime, then they say, those are the Amber boys. The Amber boys have done it again. The Amber boys have done it again. When they are trying to instigate, you see, you know, when you do those kind of crimes, you try to call hate on the freedom fighters, right? When you go and kill some people in the village, that is how they instigate hate. That's why you saw in some village, you saw that they'll be trying to arrest some Amber boys and so on and so forth. Whereas these guys are being paid by these ministers. Who? Okay, remember, did they not claim responsibility of killing Field Marshal? Did they not claim responsibility of killing most of these generals that they connive with these guys? They paid these guys to go and kill Field Marshal the king. That is the work of what they call kingpin. I'm very happy that Success Kongo is calling them now about that they are criminals and they are that. But I'm not surprised because he worked with them. Okay, he worked with them up front. He knows all of them. So whatever name he's calling them today is a name that he know that he has worked with them up front. So any appellation he calls them, that is what he knows they are. Okay, that is what he knows they are. That is why if Salah Law Firm is coming to claim that he did this, Success Kongo was saying that he should bring proof. The other journalist, the other guy, the other activist, the La Republic activist was saying that I listened to one of his program. They was talking about they should bring proof that they did that. That is the American government that is doing that. It's not any of those ministers. Then the one now, the one meet Biana. Bia will say, "Oh, félicitations, félicitations." That's what they do to them. They will go and collect den guns, den thing from homes, people homes, and go and display. They go and ask for their money. Oh, these guys. These are the people who don't want this war to end. They don't want this war to end. Because the money that they are making from this war, my God. All the benefits that soldiers soldiers are supposed to have. All these things that the soldiers are supposed to have. They are cutting them. Okay. A captain in army was complaining the other day that he's making 90,000 CFA. Not even up to $200. Not even up to $200. That country is only God. The man of God has spoken. And he said it's Ambazonia that will survive, that will save La Republic. And I believe that because they are trying to do these things to trying to make hurry before BI is gone to rest because they want Frank Biya to continue the legacy. They don't want to leave office now. They know if Frank Biya comes in, Frank Biya will leave them there. Okay, Frank Biya will do some few changes there in La Republic, right? But most of them will stay there. Will stay there. They'll be begging Frank Biya, please, let's my see. So they want to continue, but before they finish that their nonsense that they are doing, we are already gone. Because our people, 8 million Ambazonia, are ready and willing to take back their country. No amount of threat, no amount of arrest, no amount of that. When La Republic arrested Ayoktabe and Neraten, they thought that the struggle would end, right? A new government came up. There was a President Sako came up. When the term of President Sako finished, Iya Marianta came up with a transition government. When the 6 months transition finished, President Chris Ano has come up. So it is how that's how transition happens. It's moved from state. So now they know that President Chris is in charge and he is a no-nonsense person. He is no-nonsense person. Yes. They should allow us to finish our fight. Our fight is a genuine cause. We are in our land. La Republic is coming to our land and killing our people. We are the same like Ukraine. And we are telling, that's what, even during Tapang Ivo's trial, the court there never knew that this case is about Ambazonia and 2 countries. When they told that judge asked them, please take this thing to the foreign ministry. That this matter is not about this court. this court is not about judging this man go thief my mind or this man go thief bobolo. This is not about this. Take it to this other jurisdiction. That is why Tapang Ivor's case was thrown out of court, and he has to counter file for law against the salary law firm that pay almost $12,000. Okay, so when you want to file a case in America, be very, very careful, because anything that you file that is frivolous, note that you are gonna be pursued. You either be pursued, you pay some money for damage or tarnish of image. Very, very careful. You see what happened to Kanye West, right? People will say, "Oh, Kanye West has lost his money." Now Kanye West sue Adidas. You know how much money Adidas will pay Kanye West? He said, "How can you make me lose my money for a tweet? Just for a tweet, you made me lose money." He carried them now to court. Okay. When you go to court, the lawyers are very intelligent. They know how they'll bring different anti-Semitic things to that other people have said. That the same companies did not abandon them, right? Or the banks did not abandon them. So he will sue the banks. He will sue any company that withdraw their support for him. He will start suing them one after the other. You see money that Kanye West will make. America is not a land that you just come and sue people. Any lawsuit that you sue anybody in America, be ready for counter. So don't think that America, you can just sue anybody and say, okay, they have sued those people. Okay, wait for the counter lawsuit. Because if you carry, and America gives a chance for appeals. Okay, remember, in appeals will go from that regular court now to appeal court. If the case is reaching certain level, it will go now to another higher court. Yes. If it goes to that court, then that's why some cases even reach right up to Supreme Court. The Supreme Court of the land is Supreme Court in America. So when you deal with cases in America, be very careful. There are level going up. So these people in land public just think that is that their kangaroo thing that they carry people go and put in and that is why, okay, take for example, the United Nations has asked La Republic to release all the Naira 10. Why? Because they were illegally arrested. There wasn't a due process. Okay? How can you arrest people from another country who are citizens of that country? Right? Another very intriguing thing here is that La Republic has the dual nationality law. The dual nationality law states that anybody who is American is not Cameroonian. Okay? But Ambazonia, we do not have that law. So anybody can be American and can still be Ambazonian. Okay? But now, how can you go and arrest people who are Nigerians? So in all these people of the Naira 10, about 5 of them are Nigerian citizens. Okay? Now, you are claiming that you have a dual nationality law. That dual nationality law stipulates that if you are an American, you are not Cameroonian or Ambazonian, right? So what has all these people got to do with you? All this, for example, these 3 activists that have been arrested here are not, they are American. You don't accept dual nationality, right? Why do you concern about them? We know all of them are Ambazonian because Ambazonia doesn't have any dual nationality law. We accept all our citizens across the world. Whether you have a French nationality, that one doesn't concern us. You are Ambazonian. Whether you took the nationality of South Africa, you remain Ambazonian. Okay? We don't have the dual nationality law in Ambazonia. Okay? So whether you go and marry who, that's your problem. You remain Ambazonian. We don't have that law. We want all our people to come back home and invest back home. Go and invest in Ambazonia. Build your houses. We'll ask all our people to stop buying houses in the diaspora. You start building back home. We want to build and make Ambazonia great again. Okay? All project. If you have any project, any company, direct Ambazonia. Within 2, 3, 5 years, you see Ambazonia, you will not know that is Ambazonia. Because that is how they build a country. You don't discourage your people to come back to your country. Because dull ministers, like this Atanganji and all these fools that they put ministers, they don't even know what they are saying. Atango, this is Atango. Atango said they don't even have a...
Mais malheureusement, nous constatons que les gens y vont pour construire sans permis de conduire, sans l'autorisation du gouverneur, du préfet, du sous.
Atango, what did Atango say? Let me listen to what Atango say in that this scene. Did you listen to him?
Il y a des zones marécageuses, il y a des zones où on ne peut pas faire de
Atango.
construction. Mais malheureusement, nous constatons que les gens y vont pour construire sans permis de conduire, sans l'autorisation du gouverneur, du préfet, du sous.
This is Atango again. Atango Hamai again. Our minister that Beatrice, the dullest minister of all. How can you say people who need a driver's license to build a house? He said people don't have a work permit. Driver's license to go and build a house. I don't know if Land Public is asking driver license for people who don't want to build a house. I don't know if that's a new law, but that's what Atango is saying. He's saying that these people don't even have a driver's. But maybe we'll listen again. Let's listen to this man.
Il y a des zones marécageuses, il y a des zones où on ne peut pas faire de construction. Mais malheureusement, nous constatons que les gens y vont pour construire sans permis de conduire, sans l'autorisation du gouverneur, du préfet.
Ils n'ont pas le permis de conduire. Permis de conduire? Even somebody doesn't understand French. You even know one of those things. Permis de conduire. Driver's license. Atango said that people don't have permis de conduire and they're going to build houses. That they need permission from him. They need driver's license, permis de conduire before they can start building houses. Why? Cameroon. Anyway, that is the country for them. Okay? That is the country for them. When you see things happening, okay, we have to understand what is happening, right? A lot of people are not really privy to information and all those kind of things about these issues that are happening in Southern Cameroon, okay? Take a look, listen to this map. They gave me 2 maps of our country. This is the United Nations delegation.
Let us rather ask the real question. What have we done with our independence? Of the independence and the reunification of Cameroon at the May 20 Boulevard, The head of state granted 7 audiences to 7 very important personalities. The president of the 64th session of the United Nations General Assembly, Ali Treki, is also received by the head of state. The warmth of the relations reveals the friendly ties between both personalities. The last time they met was in September 2009. Today, they are meeting again. President Pobla has been handed 2 Cameroonian maps with clearly defined and traced boundaries of Cameroon. The personalities received by President Paul Biya today have one thing in common. They were active participants at the 50th anniversary celebrations of the independence and reunification of Cameroon. Jean-Victor Nkolo, the spokesperson of the President of the 64th General Assembly of the United Nations Organization, has also been received by the head of state. Yesterday, his boss was received by the President of the Republic, during which audience President Ali Treki presented to President Paul Biya 2 unique maps of Cameroon dating from 1949, preserved in the cartographic archives of the United Nations in New York. Jean-Vincent Nkolo is a Cameroonian, and he came to pay a courtesy visit to the head of state, his own president.
Wow. So we see 2 maps, right? That is something that some people don't even know, that these are United Nations delegation that came to Cameroon, to Yaoundé. This was in 2011. This is not in, so just 2011, then just how many 4 years then the crisis started. They brought 2 maps to Biya. That is it. You see the Southern Cameroon map and the La Republic map, to tell you that they were already, this thing was already one of their bone of contention in the United Nations. So when the crisis started, it wasn't a surprise to the United Nations. It wasn't a surprise. They knew that they have visited Paul Biya and informed Paul Biya, fix this thing. Okay? Fix this thing. If Biya had fixed it early, but Biya, as you hear in the program there, in a more Ibrahim program, he said they wanted to assimilate us. They never wanted us to have any identity. They wanted to just put us, in them. Then we'll have nothing, no identity. Okay? That is how they prefer to be. Let's just stay like that, no identity. Then they'll give us a special status, like how they gave to slaves by their slave master. Where they'll be marking you, put a mark here. Oh, there's a special slave. That is really, really abominable in the 21st century. It's an abomination. At this time, there's still colonization. When all the countries got their independence, the Southern Cameroon was the only country that got its independence by joining another country. They give us 2 options. Join Nigeria or join La Republic. Where will you go? If you are asked 2 questions, you have no choice. They were supposed to ask a 3rd question, as they are asking all countries. Okay? They are asking all countries this same question. Tanzania and Zambia, they had the same situation. They had their independence by separating. That's how Tanzania and Zambia came about. Tanganyika, former Tanganyika, they separate. Okay. The countries that had those things, they had to separate, because you cannot force people to stay together when the compatibility is not there. But you know why they are killing Southern Cameroon, Ambazonia? It's oil. It's as simple as that. There's no mathematical calculation. It's oil. Oil where our people don't even have access, I grew up in Limbe. I saw how they were building Sonara. But most of our people, they did not have access to even go and work there. the whole Sonora, it was being built by Bassa, Douala, Yaoundé people. Even now, the workers in Sonora, go and look there. You know, our people can be there, very few, but working those odd jobs. There has never been a director in Sonora from Southern Cameroon. Never. But that's a company that is inside Ambazonia. Then the oil, they put now a pipe under. So there they try to refine the oil there. But the oil, the pipeline is in Douala. That's what they did. So you people are there not even knowing what is happening. When we are in this struggle, some of you think that we just want to be in this struggle. It's because of what we are seeing. Okay. So some of us are not in this struggle because we want to be in this struggle. We are looking forward. We are looking at the other generation to come. What they will face when we are gone. They will face hell. That's why we have to fight for them. This struggle is not about our generation even. It's about the generation that are coming, our children's children. What legacy are we leaving for them? What are we leaving for them? That's what we have to ask ourselves. Ask ourselves this, because if not, okay, we have people called Maguire. I want you to listen to this man say this thing. There are people in Ambazonia who are called Maguire. Like Success Kongo, they are those people who call Maguire. People who are instead scoring in our own poll. Instead of scoring in the La Republic goal post, they are instead scoring in our poll. My country people, these are them. Take a listen.
But Mr. Speaker, I am not surprised. If you are a fan of football, and I'm happy to see you the other day jubilating when Ghana won. But there was a player in the United Kingdom, in England, called Maguire, who was playing for Manchester United. Harry Maguire. He's a defender. He was tackling everybody and throwing his bodies everywhere, that he was seen as the best defender in the world. Manchester United went and bought him. He became the biggest threat at the center of Manchester United's defense, tackling Manchester players and giving assists to opponents. Mr. Speaker, when even the opponents failed to score, Maguire will score for them. Mr. Speaker, you remember in this country we also had an economic Maguire. This economic Maguire went to Malata market and were clapping, saying that this man is the best in managing foreign currency. The same economic Maguire was roaming at Central University, delivering lectures on how to restore the value of the city. Mr. Speaker, when we gave this Maguire the opportunity to be at the center of our defense, he became the risk of our own goal. Dr. Momia, our economic Maguire, is now tackling all the fundamentals of our economy and destroying all of them. When he said that he was the best in calculating inflation, he moved us to 40.4. When he said that he was the best in managing depreciation, that was 9% at the Domama, he moved it to 54%. Mr. Speaker, this man was crying everywhere that businesses are collapsing because of interest rate. Today, Koku Mensa Enterprise will have to borrow above the 36% government is borrowing, somewhere around 45 to 50%. Mr. Speaker, the biggest fear now is that we may be paying appearance fee for this Maguire to now score Dangbeshi against the other.
I want people understand this man's, I brought it because we have a lot of these people who are Maguires. We have political Maguires. We have economic Maguires. We have a lot of people. Okay. The people that are political Maguires are those people that, instead of supporting their own people when their people are in crisis, they are instead helping La Republic. Okay. They are all those defenders who are Maguires. They are instead going to be scoring in our own poll. Scoring giving points to La Republic. Those are the political Maguires. The economic Maguires are those ones that are using the struggle to enrich themselves. Okay? You instead of making sure that we do economic sabotage to sabotage La Republic government, you instead do economic sabotage to sabotage our own people. Those are the economic Maguires. Okay? These are the people that we are talking about that are slowing down the struggle with their own aim, their own personal aggrandizement. Those are the people that, if those are the people that America is pursuing, America is correct. Economic and political Maguires. But for those, our true activists, those our activists that are focused, please, they should keep doing their job. They are doing a good job. Activists that are focused, activists that are not biased, activists that are fighting for the people, not for themselves, not for anyone. Okay, all these things that my group, my dad. We don't want that. On the 14th, remember, all leaders have come to their conclusion. All the leaders have accepted the 14th to meet in Washington, D.C. It will be a huge, huge rally. I remember the one we had, in 2017, when they arrest Ayok Tabe. It was a huge rally. Yes, in Washington, D.C. It will be the same this time around. Please, if you live from all corners of America, please start preparing. Tell your company, tell your job that you have die, cry die day. Cry die day. They should allow you come to Washington, D.C. Those people who are in other areas, please don't forget. All road leads to Washington, D.C. The U.S. Summit, they call it the U.S. Africa Summit. It started on the 13th, but on the 13th, they have just dinner. They don't have any session on that day. It's when they are arriving, then they'll go have dinner, and that's it. The real session start on the 14th. So it's on that 14th that we are meeting. Everybody, we are meeting on the 14th. So please, make sure you are there. Take permissions from your company now. Yes, tell them you are going to cry die. You are die for independence. Cry die for independence. All the Takumben women, we have not seen Takumben women. Please, you have to wake up. Our Takumben women. It has been long, we have not heard any one rally from the Takumben women. Please, don't give up. Don't give up the fight. All the people in all those big cities, please, we have trains in America. Trains connect all of America. If you cannot drive, use train. If you cannot fly, you drive. If you cannot use plane, you use train. Make sure you come to that rally. We have had rallies in New York. We have had rallies in Washington, D.C. And you've seen how it boosts our struggle. You remember the one we did in front of the United Nations? It boosts our struggle because all those leaders of the United Nations were coming to pass and they saw us outside the United Nations. They were asking, what was it? Who told them this? Ambazonia, this Ambazonia. They will say, wow. That's how it is. Nobody will blow your trumpet for you. You have to blow your trumpet. Okay? Blow your trumpet. Okay? Everybody praise the Lord now. I will praise him every day. I will praise the Lord. Thank you very much. I'll leave you with this one important information. Okay? this is a parliamentarian, an EU parliamentarian, saying the neglect of other crises is very, very bad. It's very, very biased. Okay? Very, very biased. Listen to this presenter.
You have, and I support you in this, called for a tribunal to be established to investigate the undoubted, to my mind, undoubted war crimes of Vladimir Putin in Ukraine. And I think we all share in condemning the utterly barbaric, murderous invasion by Russia of Ukraine, and support the people of Ukraine in their struggle for self-determination. But I really have to say, on the week when it is the International Day of Solidarity with the people of Palestine, for you not to simultaneously call for an investigation into the ongoing war crimes and crimes against humanity being committed by the apartheid state of Israel against the Palestinian people, I really have to wonder about the consistency of the ethics of EU foreign policy. It is utterly, utterly unconscionable that we can say on the one hand, we must investigate the war crimes and atrocities of Vladimir Putin and remain silent, as you did when you spoke in June in Israel beside the Israeli Prime Minister Naftali Bennett, and did not say a word, not a word, after we've had two devastating reports by Amnesty International, by Human Rights Watch, of 70 years of ongoing crimes against humanity, ethnic cleansing, apartheid, the siege of Gaza, a 15-year-long criminal action. Do we talk about investigating the war crimes of Israel? No. Do we sanction Israel for these crimes as we've sanctioned Russia? No. Instead, we continue to give them favoured trade status, import huge amounts of gas from Israel, deepen the relations, and engage in considerable military and defence trade with the state that is doing this to the Palestinians. I also find it remarkable when we say we must break our dependency on Russian fossil fuels and oil, that at the very same time we increase our imports of Saudi oil. Ironically, the Saudi Arabia this year has doubled its imports of Russian oil and is effectively laundering Russian oil, but we are now importing more from the Saudi dictatorship, one of the most brutal dictatorships in the world, that just like Vladimir Putin has engaged in a 15-year-long war against the people of Yemen that has claimed the lives of tens of thousands of people. And leading European states continue to arm that regime. Indeed, you yourself in 2015 went over and signed a defence arrangement with Saudi Arabia when you were Minister for Defence in Germany. If we are going to condemn, as we must, the war crimes of Putin, we must simultaneously condemn all war crimes against humanity, even when they are committed by people that the European Union perceives as allies like Israel or Saudi Arabia, or those that arm and support them. And I would say finally on that regard, it is similarly unconscionable when the European courts have found against the EU-Moroccan trade agreement, which involves essentially taking the resources of the occupied Western Sahara people, fish resources and mineral resources, that the EU Commission has lodged a legal appeal against its own courts in order to continue a trade deal that is robbing the people of Western Sahara of their resources while they are subject to an illegal occupation of their land and territory. President, we have to have consistency in our foreign policy, in our ethics and in our morality if we are going to be taken seriously as defenders of human rights and opponents of war.
So some of them, when they realize what they are doing, they come hard on their own people, and that is good, because this is what we have been crying about. Okay, We are very okay with any organization, any government investigating crime in this struggle. But we are not okay if there's a bias in it. Because La Republic has committed the highest kidnapping, the highest amount of killings of our people. Thousands of our people have passed away. We cannot, if the government of America want to investigate, we expect an equal investigation on both sides. But if the investigation is only focusing on our people, there is a problem. There is a problem on that. And we will not allow our people to be investigated alone when there is crime against humanity on Bia and the government. That is what this man is saying. And he's saying very true. We have heard about Israel's crimes against humanity on Palestinians. We have heard about Saudi Arabia. We have heard other countries. But because of the issue of allied power, America might not want to hurt France. Because France is backing La Republique. And if France realize that they are going to lose this thing, they will come and negotiate with the people of Ambazonia. So this thing is not even about us and La Republique even fighting. The fight is with the people of France, who has a huge stake. The money France is making in Cameroon from oil. Remember, France owns Total. The money France is making for oil, Total, then this is their big company, Bolloré. Bolloré is the one controlling the seaport. Bolloré is the one controlling the railway station. Those are French company, and imagine how much money they are taking out. Then you ask yourself, why for these past years, you don't think that the only railway we have in Ambazonia is only the one that comes from Banga and the one that ends in Kumba? Why do you think they don't want to have railway that link Manfi, Bamenda, Kumba, Limbe? Economic activity. The boost of economic activity. They don't want it. We need railway station that will link the southern zone to the northern zone. But what they did is, the only railway that they gave us was the one that came and ended in Banga, passed through Banga and ended in Kumba. So it's not even Dan Banga even did not even pass through Manfi or Moyuka. Okay, the railway just passed. Banga is just behind Kumbana. Just Kumba. The railway just went to Kumba. And what the railway is carrying the timber. It's not carrying passengers. All along this war time, the timber trucks can no more come to Ambazonia because of economic sabotage. So they use now the railway to transport this timber from Kumba to Douala. They don't use camion to go through all the routes because they know that the armor boys cannot allow those things to go because of economic sabotage. Okay, but that is that is what we are talking about. If we have a railway station, a railway that will leave Boya, Limbe, it pass through Boya, pass through Limbe, Tiko, Boya, Moyoka, Kumba, enter Manfe, Bamenda, Kumbo, all these areas. That is all our economic growth. Because if you want to buy anything, you can come to Limbe and buy and go back to Bamenda. That's how it is, because railway is fast. You can come to Limbe and buy and go back to Bamenda same day. You don't have problem with communication. You don't have problem with people. You can live in Bamenda and come and work in Limbe. You can live in Limbe, go and work in Bamenda. As fast as that. That's how people work here in America. No matter the distance, if you enter train, the distance that you drive for 2 hours, train will take it for 30 minutes. Yes, distance that you can drive, 2 hour driving, train is around 30 minute drive. 30 minutes. Very, very fast. That is what La Republic does not want to do. Even seaport, La Republic does not want to give any seaport to Ambazonia. Because seaport is a huge boost to our economy. Just one seaport, that seaport that we have there, that La Republic does not want to build. Okay? I worked in a Korean company. Okay? The Korean company, they had another project to build to build seaport from the IMF. The IMF gave Cameroon a kind of loan to build seaport, the seaport in Limbe. The company was ready to build this construction and all those things, even though it was an electronic company. You know, I was a director in Cameroon. The contract was on my desk. That contract to build that seaport. It was a Korean company. We had meetings with the ambassador of Korea. We had meetings with all these people. But you know what the government did? The government said they should give them the document. Every place that was Limbe, they put Kribi. Every place that was Limbe, they put Kribi and gave back the Korean company. The Korean company said that they already did feasibility study in both Kribi and Limbe. And they saw that the Limbe seaport is the best because it's already a sea. The government said no. They are the one telling them where to build the seaport. Not the Korean company is telling them where to build the seaport. That's how they went now and built this thing in there. I think they are still doing it. The one in Kribi. Which is a river thing like that. It's a river that they are trying to dig. Even the Douala seaport is a creek. It's a river. It's not a sea like Limbe. But they prefer to do it there because it's their area. Just that seaport alone. The seaport alone. Only the jobs that seaport can give to Ambazonians in Limbe there and all. Because you have people who will be working at the seaport. You have people who will be working with the companies, cargo companies. You have people, you know, countries, the cross-border economic trade, it will be boosted. It will be boosted because we will be doing trade with Nigeria. Nigeria is the biggest economy in Africa. No matter what problem they have there or whatever they have there, but Nigeria is, you know, Nigeria is the only country after South Africa, I think Egypt too, that are what we call they put like TVs. Okay, it's cheaper in Nigeria because they bring TVs to Nigeria as parts. Okay, Nigeria has most company coming to Nigeria and do copulation of those things, so it makes it cheaper. Because when goods come like parts, they sell it like parts. They don't sell like TV. Okay, so a TV that can cost 300, 400,000 CFA, it will come as parts, and those parts will not be up to $100, 100,000, because this one is a part, this one is a part, this one is a part. So they think, so they'll come now, and the factory there is the one doing the refurbishing of the TV. Now they just put the TVs together. So the TV are cheaper in Nigeria. So any cross-border trade, everybody in Ambazonia must have a TV, flat screen, big TV, because it's cheap. But now, because of the bottleneck in that seaport in Douala there, people cannot even bring their goods. You want to bring one container, you get a charge that they give to you. you bring an old car, they'll be charging you for old cars. Whereas most countries in Africa have changed their policy. They price you higher for old cars and lesser for new cars. So that they encourage people to buy new cars. And that's good. You cannot be buying the occasion. The whole place is occasion. All the cars in Cameroon are occasion. Cars that we have used in America for almost how many years? People will be having that car there and there. They say they have a car. Car that people have used for more than 10 years in America here. You will be proud to buy them there. Whereas, if you lower the custom duty, more people will come with more cars that are newer cars. In America, people don't drive old cars in America. I've never driven any car that is more than 5 years old in America. No one day. Because you have access to go and take car. In America, you can take house, take car, take everything. You pay every month. It's not like buying cash. Those are the opportunities we want our people to have. Because banks will be ready to give you something if you are ready to pay monthly. Okay? That is the thing. We should not make our people be having very difficult life when life is so easy. Okay? But car should not be like, car is a necessity. People need cars to go to work. In America, it's the same thing it should be. Okay? Thank you very much. God bless you all, and I'll end here today because of okay. Thank you very much. I can see all those people watching from Facebook. I can see. Glory be to God. Happy Sunday.
There is power in the word of the Lord. There is power in the word of the Lord.
There is power in the word of the Lord. Have faith. Ambazonia must be free. Thank you all for watching.
I have seen the poor get rich. I have seen the barren sing for joy. There is power in the blood of the Lamb. I have seen the mountains move.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, my people, thank you for watching the show. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button right down there and hit that notification button right there. And you'll be getting me all the time when I come on live, okay? I'll be there all the time. I'll be there no matter what. Keep watching I Didn't Mind Media Radio and Television.